Hi, and welcome to Daily Stretch. Starting today on all fours. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Push the crown of the head forward and the hips back. Breathe out and bring the body up into cat. Try and squeeze the tummy button up into the spine. Push the hands into the floor and push the pelvis towards the face. Then breathe in and come back down into a neutral spine. Breathe out and come up into cat again. Arching this time a little higher. Press harder through the hands. Breathe in, come back through neutral. Breathe out and go back to cat. Trying to loosen the lower back off. Come in and out of cat. Taking through the neutral spine. And then come round onto your bum. Cross the legs, interlock the fingers and push them away from the body, arching the shoulders, bringing the chin into the chest. Really drive the hands away.
Continue holding the stretch, pushing the fingers away, arching through the shoulders.
Then release, bring the right arm behind the back, left over the top, and pull the head over to the left hand side. Try and sit tall and stretching down through the side of the neck into the traps. Use the right arm to push against the floor if it helps, to straighten through the back to increase the stretch. And then release it. Swap sides, bring the left hand behind the back, right hand over the top. Pull the head over to the side and stretch through the left side of the neck. Release, and then breathe out and rotate the body all the way round to the right hand side. Bring the right hand close to the base of the spine, using the left arm to pull the body round. Try and breathe out from the stomach as we rotate. Hold for a little longer, and then rotate all the way around to the left. Left hand coming close to the spine again. Use that right arm to help rotate and push the body round. Breathing out from the stomach. Hold the stretch a little longer, helping that back rotate. And then gently release, take the legs long, at a slight bend in the knee, reach over the top of the toes and grab the soles of the feet, bringing the chest to the thighs and the chin between the knees, stretching up through the lower back and into the back of the legs. Gently release the stretch. Bring the right heel into the groin. Breathe out and reach down for the left foot, stretching through the back of the leg and into the lower spine again. Try and straighten the leg as much as you can on the left, pressing the chest down towards the thigh. Breathe nice and rhythmically from the stomach and try and push the chest down with each breath. Change the legs over. Breathe out and reach down for the toes on the right. Once again, stretching through the back. Breathe out, and with each breath out, press down again, each time a little harder. And then release and bring the soles of the feet together. Sit tall and open the knees, pushing through the elbows. Push the crown of the head up and try and sit nice and straight through the back, opening the hips and stretching the inner thigh. And then come round onto all fours. Take the right hand to the left side of the mat and the left to the right. Have the knees underneath the hips to start and press the arms out to the side to stretch through the back of the shoulders. Once you're comfy into the position, bring the knees under a little more and press the hips down onto the heels. Stretching through the back of the arms and into the shoulders a little more. Hold for a little longer. And then come up. Take the left hand to the right side and the right to the left. And then once again, bring the knees under the hips and have them high. And then when you're sorted, bring the knees back under the body and sit back onto the heels. Pressing the arms into the mat, pressing the chest down, stretching through the back of the shoulders. Hold for a moment longer. Come around onto all fours and then onto our back. Bring the knees into the chest just for a moment to stretch the lower back. Then open the knees wide and take the hands over the top. Try and press the back flat against the mat as you keep the knees open and wide and the arms pushing away from the body. Keep pushing the knees away and keep pulling the knees up towards the shoulders. Then bring the knees together and curl the body up into the ball. Bringing the chin into the chest to curve the spine. Bring the right heel onto the left knee and come into the figure of four stretch. Try to maintain the curve in the spine, increasing the stretch through the back, stretching through the figure of four into the hips. At this point I like to rock my pelvis backwards and forwards slightly and side to side, and I always get a good clunk through the spine. Then swap the legs over. Pull the right knee in tight this time. Chin to the chest again. And a small rock backwards and forwards with the pelvis. Just to get into that spine. A nice stretch through the hips and into the piriformis. Just release, come round onto all fours. Slide the right knee forward and the left leg back. Sit down into pigeon and then bring the right arm to the left corner of the mat. Stretching through the side of the body, push the weight backwards into the hip and sit deep into the stretch. And then change the legs over, bringing the body up through all fours. Left knee forward, right leg back. And then settle the body back down to the mat as you breathe out. Bring the left hand to the right corner of the mat and really stretch the arm away. Trying to stretch through the side of the body as we stretch to the hips and pigeon. Come up now, through all fours, and then take the knees to the edge of the mat and bring the feet to follow. Then bring the hips between the heels, rest the head on the floor, and bring the hands to the heels. Trying to push the hips nice and wide, drop the shoulders down towards the mat, and then slide the hands to the insides of the foot. Pushing the hips down all the time, opening the hips a little further, getting it into the lower back, and having a nice stretch through the back of the shoulders. Then come up and round onto your back. Straighten the left leg and bring the right knee in towards the chest. Hold it with the left hand. Then breathe out and rotate the hips over to the left hand side. Use the left hand to pull that right leg all the way over. Keep the shoulders on the mat and make the right knee and foot as heavy as you can. And enjoy the stretch through the outside of the hips into the glutes and the piriformis and up into the lower back. Keep holding. Try and breathe from the stomach and try and increase the stretch. And then release. Come into the ball to counter the pose. And then take the right leg long. Bring the left one over to the right hand side, holding with the right hand. Keeping those shoulders flat on the mat, really stretch that body over. Nice rotation through the back. Gently release, bring the knees in, and then roll the body up to sitting, legs crossed, and drop the shoulders between the knees. Try and get the body as deep as you can between those knees, opening the hips up and stretching through the upper back all the way down to the base of the spine. And then gently release, bring the body up, breathe out and take the right shoulder to the left knee. Breathe out as you go, and this is a great stretch to get down into the lower parts of the back. Really breathe out from the stomach and press the shoulder down, pushing the hips out and the knees out all the time. Hold it for a moment longer. And then bring the body up and bring the left shoulder to the right knee. Pushing down as hard as you can, squeezing the body down. Breathe out from the stomach and really push those knees away. Gently release it and then drop the chest back between the knees, hopefully getting down a little deeper this time. Just press down and hold for a few moments, trying to push the shoulders down a little further each breath. Hold for a moment longer and then come up and down onto our back, bringing the knees into the chest for a second, and then placing the feet in line with the hips. Breathe out and drive the hips up to the ceiling to stretch through the thighs and into the hip flexors. A nice glute bridge. Squeeze the bum hard to help get the bridge high. If you want to, bring the hands underneath the body, interlock the fingers and drive them to the heels to try and bring the shoulder blades further under the body. Then bring the hips down bring the left heel into the hip and drive the left knee down towards the floor. Keeping the right leg nice and long, try and push the left knee all the time down into the mat, stretching through the quads. Hold for a moment longer, and then change the legs over. Bring the right heel in, and then push the right knee down to the floor and bring that right heel close to the bum, stretching through the quads again on the right leg. Then gently release it, bring the knees in, and bring the body up to balance on the coccyx. Just taking a moment to push the legs away, pull the core in, and just have a little strength through the body. Pull the shoulders into it, hold the lower leg, and just sit in boat pose for a moment. And then bring the legs in, crossed again, and rotate round to the right hand side. Like we did earlier, bringing the hand closer to the spine and trying to push the crown of the head up higher. Then breathe out and go round to the left. Just a gentle little stretch, just to loosen the back off. Come round, bring the right heel in, and then rotate the body round to the right hand side, bringing the back of the left arm to press against the right knee to rotate the body. It's a great stretch, nice rotation through the hips. Hold it for a little longer, breathe out from the stomach, and then rotate round. Change the legs over, and then rotate round again, breathing out from the stomach, bringing the back of the right arm onto the left knee. Really use that arm to push the body round and the leg across the body. Hold for a moment longer, and then come down into bridge position. Feet in line with the hips, but close to the bum so you can reach them with the hands. Go up into bridge, holding the left ankle with the left hand, and bring the right hand to the left corner of the mat, stretching through the side of the body as you drive the hips high. Squeeze nice and hard through the bum, and push the hips high. Hold for a moment longer. Keep squeezing. And then bring the body down, change the hands over, and then take the hips high again. That left arm pushing towards the right corner of the mat, stretching through the side of the back again. Gently release the stretch, bring the hips down, bring the knees into the chest, and then up to sitting. Take the legs long. Breathe out, reach down for the toes. Just push the head towards the toes and the chest towards the thighs, straightening through the legs until it feels comfortable. Grab hold of the big toes and just push the body towards itself. A nice stretch through the back of the legs and up through the back. Gently release the stretch now and bring the body into a position of comfort, either onto your back or legs crossed. Just relax the body and focus on the breathing. Breathing in and out. Take the breath all the way down to the stomach, then the chest, and then the space between the shoulders. Then breathe out from the shoulders, then the chest, and then the stomach. Let the breath flow in and out, nice and slow and nice and rhythmically. Try and have the breath come in and out to the count of 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and hold a small gap between the breaths and relax the muscles of the body. Keep focusing on the breath, slow and controlled, relaxing through the body. Take a nice big deep breath in now, all the way up to the shoulders and hold it. And then breathe out hard through the mouth. Take another big deep breath in, all the way up to the shoulders and hold it. And then breathe out hard through the mouth. Take one more big deep breath in, all the way up to the shoulders and hold it. And then breathe out hard through the mouth and let the body go back to normal breathing, holding no breath and just letting the breath be rhythmic. Let the body relax. Just let the body nice and gently relax a little further. And then bring the body into a seated position. And I hope you enjoyed Daily Stretch.